Europe, telling Ukraine it should abandon hope of getting all its land back from Russia and pouring cold water on its desire for NATO membership. Pete Hegseth today telling European NATO allies they should take responsibility in the face of what he calls the Russian war machine.
This is an urgent, real threat to the continent. This aggression needs to be a wake-up call.
A victory in court for the president amid a flurry of legal challenges to his actions.
In Massachusetts, a federal judge has restored Trump's deferred resignation program, offering federal workers 8 months of pay and benefits if they voluntarily resign. Well, the judge denied the union's request to permanently block the program because the unions were not directly impacted.
Fox's Chanley Painter, the Justice Department is suing New York like it already has Illinois, alleging they're defying federal laws shielding illegal immigrants. Attorney General Pam Bondi says that this is something that they need to have them follow the law. New York's Democratic governor calls it a worthless, publicity-driven lawsuit. Tulsi Gabbard is now the director of national intelligence, sworn in hours after her Senate confirmation. Another controversial Trump nominee the Democrats do not support but can't block as a vote today.
Robert F. Kennedy Jr. to head the Department of Health and Human Services. He's expected to win full Senate confirmation today on what will probably be a party line vote, despite some concerns about his prior views on vaccines.
Fox's Doug Luzader. America's listening to Fox News.
I'm Emily Campagno, host of the Fox True Crime Podcast. It's often said that love makes people do crazy things, and in the name of love, Toby Dorr smuggled a convicted murderer out of prison. She was ultimately convicted for the 2006 crime, but found freedom behind bars. This week, author and criminal justice reform advocate Toby Dorr joins me to discuss that daring escape and to share her message about the importance of second chances.
Listen and follow now at foxtruecrime.com. From around the world,
Trey Yingst joining us from Tel Aviv, Israel.
To Washington.
I'm Mike Emanuel.
To your own backyard. If a story impacts you or your wallet, we're on it. It's the Fox News Rundown. We give every story the deeper look it deserves with must-listen interviews and smart analysis from the voices you can trust. Start your day with the Fox News Rundown. Listen and follow now at foxnewsrundown.com or wherever you get your favorite podcasts.
We're getting word out of the Middle East that Hamas is planning to release more hostages from Gaza this weekend after all, days after suggesting it might not, leading Israel to warn that the war could restart. President Trump has warned Hamas to release all the hostages by Saturday or all hell could break out. Now today, the president hosts another world leader at the White House.
India's Prime Minister Narendra Modi's visit with President Trump is expected to be heavy on trade talk. The partnership between the two countries has grown in recent years between research cooperation and defense pacts, all as a hedge against China's influence in the Indo-Pacific. Still, President Trump has warned about increased tariffs on countries with a trade deficit with the U.S. and could be looking for Modi to signal additional purchases of U.S. energy and investments in agriculture and other industries. At the White House, Jared Halpern, Fox News.
A fighter jet crashed off the coast of San Diego.
Harbor Police Detective Sergeant Daniel Moen revealing 2 pilots who were on board a U.S. Navy jet that went down in the San Diego Bay were rescued by Good Samaritans on a boat.
The main channel of San Diego Bay remains open in and out. But you'll see a large Coast Guard and Navy presence holding the maritime perimeter of the debris field while all of the debris is recovered.
Not revealing details on the incident or the crew, stressing this is the Navy's investigation. The U.S. Coast Guard previously revealing the pilots of the Boeing EA-18G Growler were taken to a hospital and are in stable condition. Kristen Goodwin, Fox News.
We'll get another inflation update this morning. Wholesale prices for January, the day after the report showing consumer price inflation was worse than expected, rising 0.5% month over month. The annual rate crept back up and prices, they hit 3% compared to January of last year. And on Wall Street, stock futures are up slightly after a mixed day. The Dow dropped 225 points, but the Nasdaq gained 6. I'm Dave Anthony. This is Fox News.
Local news. News Talk 107.7 and 1400. The Hub.
News is brought to you by One Bank of Tennessee.
where service is second to none.
From the WHUB News Center, I'm Rafferty Cleary. A proposed 27-acre industrial park that could help bring new jobs to Monterey is in its early planning phase. That according to Highlands Economic Partnership Vice President Adam Poe, who updated Cookeville's Industrial Development Board on the project Wednesday. The property proposed for the site, part of some 30 acres between Highway 70 and I-40 that Monterey annexed late last year. House Speaker Cameron Sexton has appointed Ryan Williams of Cookeville to serve as chairman of the House Finance Ways and Means Subcommittee. The subcommittee, an arm of the Finance Ways and Means Committee, which is responsible for all measures relating to the general appropriations of state funds. The Naming Selection Committee for the new Putnam County Pre-K facility is seeking community feedback on the name, mascot, and school colors. Residents can do so by accessing a public survey through February 21st. The new facility will be located in the old Parkview Elementary School. That's the news from WHUB. I'm Rafferty Cleary.
From the WHUB Willow Window Studios, your trusted window, garage door, and custom window treatment experts. Willow Window. Stop by their new showroom at 310 Newman Drive, Cookeville.
Good morning, ladies and gentlemen. This is radio station WHUB, the voice of the Upper Cumberland in Cookeville, Tennessee.
Good morning.
Good morning, Cookeville, with Jason and Sheila on 107.7 and 1400 The Hub.
Good morning, Cookeville. We're Jason and Sheila. We're here in the Willow Window Studio. It's 6:06. Today's the 13th of February.
That means tomorrow's Valentine's Day.
Yeah, look, the card's already picked over. But if you don't want the bottom of the barrel Valentine's card, you got to get it today.
I wonder if Tim's already gotten mine. Probably. He probably got it 2-3 weeks ago.
Yeah, probably.
He's one of those good ones like that.
Yeah, he probably did. I'm going to say he did, for sure.
He better.
For sure, I think he did.
It's going to be partly cloudy today, and conditions are expected to be rainy, too. Another windy day. 17 to 20 mile per hour winds.
Yeah.
I'm like, another bad hair day.
I guess the big show gets here tomorrow afternoon with all the rain. That's what it seems like.
The big show.
Yeah, so.
Well, it's 37 right now, and they said because of all the wind, it feels like 28.
And
a high today, mid-50s.
It's been the coldest rain I've ever felt.
Yes.
I mean, it's something else. A few things you need to know. Cookeville Regional Medical Center has announced that Dr. Timothy J. Powell has been named the recipient of the 2025 Martin Coffey Cardiovascular Service Award.
Yay, congratulations.
So congratulations, Dr. Timothy J. Powell.
Well, Manny's Wood Fire Pizza is closed. They closed. It said they had Manny had a post last night, and he said starting immediately, Manny's Wood Fire Pizza is closed. It was my plan to build up the business to the point that I could have it managed with me doing oversight as owner while occupied, but that venture hasn't worked out. And he also said, if you need restaurant supplies or equipment, let him know.
So he's done.
He's done. So
I hate that for him. He's put a lot of hard work into that.
Yeah, he has. And, he was owner of Jighead before and then moved to the Wood Fire Pizza, which is a big hit. His pizza is good.
Yeah.
But I hate that for him.
Me too. I got my tech gear on today. Tech plays Little Rock this afternoon. You can hear that on 106.1 The Eagle and watch it on. Is this one that WCTE has? Or I'll have to look and see, but it's for sure on ESPN Plus, but WCTE is going to be running 3 games. It may be this one. Check your local listings.
That's good. Yeah.
And wings up.
Putnam County School System's new pre-K facility. It's a naming committee, and they're going to seek feedback from the community as to what to name the pre-K facility.
Yeah, I heard that in Rafferty's News, and I've been trying to think of what that could be because it's pre-K.
Right.
And they're looking for colors, mascot.
You could be a part of the whole thing.
Yeah. I can't think of one, I mean, pre-K, it needs to be something
happy,
right.
sweet, but yet
But what could
tough
it be
and strong.
that says Upper Cumberland or Cookeville?
I don't know, but they're doing a survey to try to find out like what the public thinks would be good and to get ideas.
Yeah.
And that's on Putnam County School System's Facebook page. They've got a link for the survey, and it's going on until next Friday.
Okay.
So you got like today through next Friday to go on and check that link out and try to kind of add to it and see what you think.
Somebody put Schoolie McSchoolface on there.
Did they really?
Well,
Was that you?
No, I said somebody will because
I thought you said somebody did.
No, everybody does that for everything that has a naming contest.
Yeah.
That was a joke, Sheila.
Sorry. I was in serious.
Did they really?
I was like serious.
Oh my gosh.
Things they need to know world.
People.
Well, I was just thinking, did you or Freak do that? Freaky Dave? I could see y'all doing that.
Angry.
They like attention. I don't.
A new state report shows the Upper Cumberland. This is the Tennessee Advisory Commission on Intergovernmental Relations. The Upper Cumberland, they say, needs about $2.7 billion in infrastructure needs over the next 5 years. Here's the crazy thing. They're right. I mean, if you look around the whole Upper Cumberland, Putnam County's the most needy. Obviously, we have the most people, more people coming here. A little over $1 billion just for Putnam County.
Billion.
1.07 billion, I believe that's what that was for. Cumberland County comes in second with $516 million. Jackson County's ranked third with needs $296 million.
Woo!
Anyway, all over the Upper Cumberland equals $2.7 billion, and Putnam County's taking up $1 billion of that.
That's a lot of money.
Yeah, we do need infrastructure. They're right.
Well, the PEP Foundation, remember last year, I think they had their first PEP rally. It's a PEP rally luncheon. It's a fundraiser.
Yep.
Mark your calendars for April 3rd on that. It's going to be at the river at noon, and you can register.
We went to that last year.
Yeah, it was fun.
Did we host that last year or just go?
We were a table host.
That's right.
That's what it was. You can register by going to peptn.org/rally, RALLY. So make sure you get in on that because the PEP Foundation feeds so many kids, the kids that need
a great job. The Putnam County Planning Commission Tuesday night approved a preliminary plat for a 75-lot subdivision on Medlin Road, just south of Baxter. So more subdivisions coming that way off Tennessee Avenue, in between Tennessee Avenue and Baxter, which we knew would happen, you know, and there's no telling what we'll get on Tennessee Avenue within the next 5 to 10 years.
Oh, I'm telling you.
It's wide open.
I bet in the next 5 years, the growth is going to be unreal on that road.
Oh.
Yeah.
Just wide open.
Yes.
Be able to do a lot of stuff. So we'll see.
Some sad news from the Cumberland County Playhouse. No, it is not closing.
Oh,
but
good.
Annie Crabtree, for over 40 years, she served as a music director.
Yeah.
She passed away.
Oh, no.
She passed away recently, and they're going to start their 60th season. And, you know, all the Crabtrees really are big proponent of getting the Playhouse started and just doing such good work with the actors in the area. But they said as they prepare to open their 60th season with The Wizard of Oz, they dedicate the production to Annie, who would have poured endless love into every cast member, production team, and child with boundless enthusiasm. So
man,
she's touched so many different
those are going to be some big shoes to fill,
whoever
gets in there.
So,
oh my gosh.
We appreciate everything that the Crabtree family has done, and our hearts go out to them for losing Annie.
No doubt. Coming up, your 2 cents. That's brought to you by our friends down in Sparta at 49 Mayberry Street. Freedom Pawn. Good guys that have just a little bit of everything, from guns to guitars. They got you covered at
Freedom Pawn.
Freedom Pawn there on Mayberry Street in Sparta.
Your 2 cents today. Predict the weather by the ache in your body. Mine would be sinuses more than anything else.
Yeah.
You know, I didn't ever have real bad sinus problems until you hit that 45, 50 age. And then it's like, what? Where did all this start coming from? That's mine.
Yeah, I get some aches and pains. My knees hurt, and sometimes my ankles hurt whenever the weather's changing.
My head, like a head.
My
and
head's
ears
always
pop.
done that. It's mine's not an age thing. It's always.
Yeah, my head is always with the pressure, I was going to say barometer and the pressure in the air and stuff. I've always had a headache, but the sinuses.
Yeah.
That was something with age.
I'd always get sinusitis when I was a kid and have to take amoxicillin.
Oh my goodness.
Remember amoxicillin?
Yeah, I remember it.
It tastes like bubble gum.
I didn't
And
like
you got the liquid.
Was it just because it was pink and that's why?
No, it tastes like bubble gum.
I didn't like any of it.
You didn't have amoxicillin.
I had
that
it.
tastes like
but
bubble
I'm
gum.
Tell you this: all the Cillins,
What kind of third world doctors you having to go to? And
okay, let me finish.
Lynchburg.
All the Cillins I was allergic to, so I didn't take them a lot because I would break out in hives and my windpipe might close up.
You're one of them.
With the Cillins, the other stuff, erythromycin and stuff, I can take it.
I see. Coming up, your
one of
2
them.
cents. Freedom Pawn, 49 Mayberry Street in Sparta, the sponsor of that. It's 6:17. We're Jason and Sheila. We'll be right back here on Good Morning Cookeville, live from the Willow Window Studio.
Your home is your sanctuary, a place to get away from the stresses of life. Willow Window can help transform your home with the highest quality windows and window treatments. Choose from honeycomb shades, plantation shutters, or blackout blinds for privacy. Motorized window treatments can control outside light with the touch of a remote. Get your free estimate today. Call 931-WINDOW-1. Willow Window, 310 Newman Drive in Cookeville.
Willow Window, making your home beautiful again.
The next Half Price Upper Cumberland starts this Friday at 9. Get half off CG's Boutique, $25 gift card for half price. CG's Boutique, stay in style. 29 East 1st Street in Cookeville, behind Exceptional Bean. For more information about Half Price Upper Cumberland, visit our website. It's Half Price Upper Cumberland.
Welcome back to Smooth 92.2. I'm Dr. Love, and I want to hear the secret to your romantic success. We've got Brian on the line. Bri guy, what'd you do?
Well, I wanted to spice things up, so I surprised my wife with instant games from the Tennessee Lottery.
Ooh, and did those work, Brian?
You know they did, Dr. Love.
It doesn't take a relationship expert to know you can't go wrong with February instant games. Only from the Tennessee Lottery. Game-changing fun. Please play responsibly.
Your Cookeville Gas Department works closely with contractors to make certain no gas line is broken when excavation is done. However, there are times when damage does occur. If you smell gas where construction is being done, please notify the gas department immediately. Better yet, call us before you dig and let us locate the lines for you. Help us keep natural gas the safest energy there is. Natural gas, energy for life. This message brought to you in the interest of safety from the Cookeville Gas Department in cooperation with the Tennessee Public Utility Commission.
All right, you said bye-bye to big government and you want limited government. You voted for that. Well, now it's time to trim the fat from big wireless. If you are still using the big carriers, Verizon, AT&T, T-Mobile, I ask, why are you doing that? Because my cell phone company, Pure Talk, a veteran-owned company, gives you the exact same service. They use the same cell towers. You get the same 5G network. You get better customer service. And they're based here in the U.S., and you pay half the price for the exact same thing. Now, that's right. There's simply no need to spend $85, $100 a month per person on your wireless bill. Not when you can get unlimited talk, text, 15 gigs of data with mobile hotspot for just $35 a month. And by the way, the average family of 4 saves about $1,000 a year with Pure Talk. Make the switch. You simply dial pound 250. You say the keyword save now. Do it now. You save an additional 50% off your first month. That's pound 250 keyword save now from our friends at Pure Talk, America's wireless company.
1077 and 1400, The Hub.
Morning Cookeville.
Jason and Sheila. Good morning, Cookeville. Good morning, Cookeville. With Jason and Sheila on 1077 and 1400, The Hub.
Good morning, Cookeville. Jason and Sheila here. We're live in the Willow Window Studio. It's 6:20 now.
And you know what? Our guest will be Ryan Risher with Skinder Newton Realty.
Mm-hmm.
We're going to talk about all his great posts that he puts out.
Mm-hmm.
Like he's done Haunted Tennessee. He's put out like several little clever things that really it has to do with the Upper Cumberland area and cracks me up. So
he's
I
a
wanted
good
to
dude.
talk to him about, does he have a whole slew of people together, or is that him that puts all that?
Well,
And will he reveal his secrets?
he's got a pretty big family. He's probably putting them to work.
That's true. And you know what? He's got a beautiful family.
Yeah.
His wife is beautiful, and all his kids.
Yeah.
I mean, he's
Good feller.
might be those kids he's putting to work.
Might be.
Yeah. We'll find out, though. We'll try to find out the secret behind
I don't know, Sheila.
his post success.
Yeah.
But, it is time for your 2 cents.
Yeah.
Yeah. Get
Mhm.
with it, huh?
Mhm.
Your 2 cents is brought to you by Freedom Pond on Mayberry Street in Sparta. Like Jason said, they got it all. I would stop there first. And it's one of the cleanest pawn shops I've ever been to.
Yeah.
Cleanest, coolest, friendliest, all that.
That's right.
Check them out first.
For sure.
Predict the weather by the ache in your body.
Well, knees and ankles. I mean, especially in the winter, those act up the most.
They act up.
Yeah, I can normally tell if it's going to be a good snow by how my knees feel.
I'm real grateful right now. I don't have a whole lot of body aches as far as like the weather, so that the weather affects it is kind of the sinuses and headache. But there's a lot of folks when the weather turns, they know it. They know their body starts acting up, like you said.
Yeah, I can tell like with the pressure changing just by what type of ringing I have in my ears too.
Oh, I get that. I have more popping in my ears when like the barometer changes and
like the pitch of the ringing changes. It's weird.
it's crazy. Well, Jim said it's going to rain when my knees start aching. He said he had surgery on his knee. And that's
That'll do it.
Trudy said wonky around my right thumb. I don't know I don't know if it means it's going to snow or rain. Probably rain.
Wonky.
I like that. I like that word, wonky.
Yeah.
Johnny said tornadoes are coming. He didn't say what
If-
was hurting.
If
That's Johnny. He just left it at that.
okay.
Kevin said
Johnny.
back and fingers says it's going to rain. His back and fingers. Like, hey, Kevin. Yes, they start acting wonky.
Yeah.
Jonathan, this is funny. He goes, butt equals ice because it makes me slip and fall. And then my butt hurts. That's a good one, Jonathan. Thomas said, headache when the weather is I like this, fixing to change. It means the front's coming through. And
Yeah.
if my head starts feeling funny, I get that too, Thomas.
I get a little bit of headache when the weather's changing.
It's weird, isn't it?
Yeah.
Christian says, knees hurt for no reason. That's when the humidity is high. It's going to rain.
All right.
Lynn said, I always have pain, but I can tell if it's going to rain or snow because the pain usually gets worse.
Mm-hmm.
Christy said, I can always tell the weather is going to change when my wrist that I broke a few years ago gets to hurting and throbbing.
Yeah. It seems like after you've done something to yourself, that's obviously what
Yes,
hurts.
It starts acting up.
Yeah. Starts acting up.
Acting up. John said, knees. They start
Elbows,
hurting.
knees, and toes. Knees and toes.
Knees equals rain for him. And Cherry said back. And I said, Cherry, does that mean it's going to rain if your back hurts? And she said, yes.
Now,
Yes.
it's always nice whenever whatever weather front's coming through. After it comes through, you just feel such a relief.
Yes.
Now, this week's been weird in that 3 different things are coming through. So we've been through 2.
Mm-hmm.
Third one's getting ready. And so how much better are we going to feel after that?
Probably feel a release.
I hope so.
But it's been building. That's probably why we've all been a little more temperamental.
Well, I know that Warren County is out for sickness.
Yeah.
But the other counties are reporting it's about average. So
Well, this time of year is always kind of rough.
that's
on
a good
schools.
sign. I mean, that's a good sign. Is that if it's about average?
That doesn't mean it's like an overabundance.
Right.
It's just normal.
Right
this
now,
time of year.
Warren County is the only one, and they may have closed a little bit for some rain and flooding too. I'm not 100% sure that was all sickness.
Right.
I do know that it was part of Warren County schools closing for this week was, trying to keep sickness at bay. But none of the other counties have, and doesn't look like there's any reason for them to currently. So that's good. Hopefully we can stay on that.
Well, my granny always looked at the woolly worms, but I mean, really, we're just as good as the woolly worms on some of our predictions with our bodies.
Sheila, you're just like a woolly worm.
Thanks. I think they're cute.
You can tell what the weather's going to be by if Sheila's had her hair colored or not.
That's true. Yesterday I got it colored again. Do y'all see?
Look how it's
Well,
so
no,
cute.
on the radio you probably can't, but
It's so cute.
thanks.
As the girls would say.
It's so cute.
It's so cute. Are you done over there?
Yeah, I read
All
most of
right.
them. Most of them, it seems to be knees and back is the most common.
I think those are the most easily hurt
Yeah.
on you, so you probably hurt yourself, and that's why it hurts the most.
Predict the weather
I'm
by
guessing.
the ache in your body, so
Yeah.
you can go to our Facebook page and check that out.
I want to bring to everybody's attention today is World Radio Day.
Woo!
Now, are Sheila and I expecting gifts? No.
Will we take gifts? Yes.
Yes. For World Radio Day.
So you still got time to go on out and get us something.
It's also National Crab Rangoon Day, which is one of my favorite things at the Asian restaurants.
Yeah, they're great.
I always liked Ocha because they would just go cream cheese, and you'd be like, yes.
Yes.
Like Ocha, you get me.
Yes.
You're not calling
I miss them so much.
You're not calling it Crab Rangoon, trying to pull some
cream cheese.
Just cream cheese.
Yes.
Yes, sir.
It makes it all better.
Fried
Yeah.
cream cheese. Let's do it.
I loved it because every time you go in, like I always love the spicy chicken.
Yeah.
And then it goes spicy chicken. And I'm like,
Mhm.
I love you.
Yeah. We need to do something about that.
No.
I don't know what to do about Ocha, to be honest with you. If anybody knows them, just
The
let
food is great, but it is I don't know his name, but I love him.
seriously, if anybody knows them, they can get in touch with them. Please tell them
That we miss them and we want them.
we miss them bad,
Yeah.
and that they need to come back. Whatever
We want all of the same people.
whatever it takes.
Yeah.
We want them back. Today is also Internet Friends Day, National Tortellini Day.
I like a good tortellini. I like a mushroom tortellini or a cheese tortellini.
Mm.
My two favorites.
And today is also Get a Different Name Day.
I like my name. I'm not changing it.
Yeah,
People, you know what? When I first started in radio, they all tried to make me change my name, and I didn't.
well, when I first started, when I first moved away from here to do it, they wanted me to change my last name, Grider, and
I do say grinder a
I
lot.
say Grider, and the program director I had at the time said, Grider sounds like something that you do to your back. Oh, golly.
The weather's changing. I got a grinder in
Can't
my
come
back.
to work today. My back's gridering.
You know what? That monkey on my back's usually the grinder.
And so, anyway, they wanted me to change it because I was working with another guy from Cookeville, Michael Bandy.
Right.
They liked his name. That sounds fun.
He didn't have to change it. It does sound like it's a great name.
Bandy sounds fun. Ryder sounds like a back injury.
Oh.
So I was like, well, I guess I'll look in the phone book here, and
Is that how you got it?
yeah, Bailey. Yeah.
Bandy and Bailey's. That's great.
Yeah, that sounded good together.
Real good.
Yeah. So that was my last name for a lot of years. No one ever knew what my real last name was. And then, when I got back home, it was like, phew, finally I could drop that Bailey mess. I remember Maddie would ask when we were going somewhere, she said, am I a Bailey or a Grider tonight?
Oh, that's cute. I guess it would confuse the kids a little, though.
She wasn't confused. She was perfectly fine being a Bailey.
She loved that she had 2 names to choose from.
I guess she thought it was cool. Yeah. That's what she is, a little bitty. It's 6:30 and coming up, spoiler alert, things going on in the world of entertainment, music, that's on the way. So stick around with us here on Good Morning Cookeville, live in the beautiful, gorgeous, immaculate Willow Window Studio. We'll be right back.
Local news. News Talk 107.7 and 1400. The Hub.
News is brought to you by One Bank of Tennessee, where service is second to none.
From the WHUB News Center, I'm Rafferty Cleary. A proposed 27-acre industrial park that could help bring new jobs to Monterey is in its early planning phase. That, according to Highlands Economic Partnership Vice President Adam Poe, who updated Cookeville's Industrial Development Board on the project Wednesday. The property proposed for the site, part of some 30 acres between Highway 70 and I-40 that Monterey annexed late last year. House Speaker Cameron Sexton has appointed Ryan Williams of Cookeville to serve as chairman of the House Finance Ways and Means Subcommittee, the subcommittee and arm of the Finance Ways and Means Committee, which is responsible for all measures relating to the general appropriations of state funds. The Naming Selection Committee for the new Putnam County Pre-K facility is seeking community feedback on the name, mascot, and school colors. Residents can do so by accessing a public survey through February 21st. The new facility will be located in the old Parkview Elementary School. That's the news from WHUB. I'm Rafferty Cleary.
Good morning, Cookeville. I'm Jacob Vinson with the UCR Sports Report on 107.7 and 1400 The Hub. Free agent third baseman Alex Bregman signed with the Boston Red Sox late last night. Bregman signed for 3 years and $120 million. His agent said he'd be willing to play second base if needed after exclusively playing third base his whole career. Ohio State has their replacement at defensive coordinator as longtime NFL coach Matt Patricia will join the Buckeyes for this upcoming season. Patricia was the New England Patriots defensive coordinator from 2012 to 2017 and the head coach for the Lions for 3 seasons after. Former number 1 pick Markelle Fultz is headed to the Sacramento Kings. Fultz played the last 5 seasons with the Orlando Magic. He averaged 14 points, 6 assists, and 4 rebounds 2 seasons ago, which were all season highs before playing in just 43 games last year. In college basketball last night, Ole Miss topped South Carolina 72-68. It took double overtime, but Texas Tech beat Arizona State 111-106. Unranked Villanova upset St. John's 73-71. I'm Jacob Vinson, and that was the UCR Sports Report on 107.7 and 1400 The Hub.
The UCR Sports Report on 107.7 and 1400 The Hub, brought to you by One Bank. The Fox Business Report is brought to you by Paul Winkler Incorporated, now with an office in Cookeville, creating confident investors. PaulWinkler.com.
I'm Charles Payne, and this is the Fox Business Report.
The Honda-Nissan merger is dead. The two sides have pulled out less than 2 months after announcing the deal. Honda's market value is about 5 times Nissan's, and Nissan's leadership rejected Honda's offer to make Nissan a subsidiary. The two companies initially were planning on a merger with both automakers side by side under a single holding company. Nestle is seeing some pushback from shoppers. Its sales growth in the recent quarter was the weakest in more than 2 decades. Nestle makes many products sold in supermarkets, including Nescafe coffee, Purina and Friskies pet foods, and Kit Kat chocolates. Cisco Systems shares up 6%. It makes computer networking equipment, and it's responding to demand for artificial intelligence. That's your Fox Business Report. I'm Jenny Posola, invested in you.
When I started skiing, I didn't think about setting any records. When I won my first race, I didn't think about how many more I might win. So when I made it to the top of the world, it never crossed my mind to stop. Being the best isn't the same as being your best. There are no shortcuts to the top, so find the people who help get you there. I'm Michaela Schifrin, and that's what Team Stiefel means to me. If you're an advisor or an investor, choose Stiefel, where success meets success.
Stiefel Nicholas and Company Incorporated, member SIPC and NYSE.
Past performance is no indication of future results. Investing involves risk. Consult a financial advisor before.
Upper Cumberland weather.
Brought to you by the Habitat for Humanity's Habitat Restore, located at 560 South Jefferson in Cookeville.
This is your latest forecast from News Talk 107.7 and 1400, The Hub.
Oh, we'll get a dry day today, but it's going to be a little bit cooler with highs around 40. Overnight, we'll fall back into the 20s. Tomorrow near 50 with sunshine. And then we cloud up with a chance of rain Friday night, but we will warm up a little bit and maybe some storms with some heavy rainfall possible Saturday night into Sunday. Overnight lows in the mid-30s on Friday night. Will be in the low 60s by Saturday.
Good morning, Cookeville, with Jason and Sheila.
On 107.7 and 1400, The Hub.
Good morning, Cookeville. We're Jason and Sheila. We're here in the Willow Window Studio. It's 6:36 now.
It's going to be windy, rainy, gusty windy too, like 17 to 20 miles per hour. It's going to feel colder. It's 37 right now. High's supposed to be in the mid-50s.
Ooh.
I don't even know if we're going to reach that.
I think we reached it at midnight, and it's going to keep going down.
Keep going down because, I mean,
That's
it'll
the
be
word.
in the 30s most of the
That's
day.
the word on the street anyway, or on the weather app. You can look. Spoiler alert time. Things going on in the world of music and entertainment. Renee Zellweger is going to be on Jimmy Fallon. I ain't heard that name in a long time.
I wonder if she's got a movie out or something.
I don't know. Justin Theroux is going to be on Jimmy Kimmel. And music is that lady who wears a lampshade.
Sia.
Yeah.
He was wanting me to say it because he wasn't sure how to pronounce it.
Seth Meyers has Tom Hanks on. On regular TV tonight on Fox, Next Level Chef.
Ooh.
Extreme Makeover Home Edition on ABC, and the new Matlock on CBS with Kathy Bates. The season finale of Cobra Kai is on Netflix tonight.
Season finale. You know what? Tim and I started watching that, and we didn't finish that season.
No, we didn't either.
Wasn't as good.
No. Dog Days Out, that's on Netflix, season 1. Season 2 of The Exchange is also on Netflix today. So several new Netflix shows coming out. John Lithgow is in final negotiations to play Professor Albus Dumbledore in HBO's Harry Potter TV series. That would actually be good.
Anything that he does is good. He's just phenomenal.
Yeah, I like him. Taylor Lautner will star in and executive produce Taylor Lautner, Werewolf Hunter.
Huh.
For Amazon MGM Studios. The self-aware comedy sees the Twilight Star playing himself drawn into a secret society of werewolf hunters, grappling with the irony of fighting the creatures that made him famous.
That's funny.
Yeah, that could be funny.
I mean, the concept sounds funny. I don't know if the show will be good or not.
I don't necessarily see Taylor Lautner as
funny as a comedic actor.
Right.
I don't know.
But I could be wrong.
Actually, y'all, I don't think he's that great of an actor. I said it.
Jeremy Strong will star in Netflix adaptation of Ira Levine's The Boys from Brazil. The Crown creator, Peter Morgan, is writing and executive producing alongside Suzanne Mackey. Disneyland's It's a Small World ride will debut new lyrics for its 70th anniversary.
New lyrics to It's a Small World?
Yeah.
No, blasphemy.
The updated verse, written by the late Richard M. Sherman emphasizes unity and love, reading in part, Mother Earth unites us. It's a small world, after all. Which I never knew all the words to Small World. I just knew it was so irritating going through that ride.
Because all you're, it's a small.
Oh my gosh. It's like, couldn't they have changed it up a little bit as we went through here?
Well, they're changing it up for you now.
Right, but not really. Just one line of that song. It was.
What did you like? Is it Disney World or Land?
Remember how I told you Disney World is in Orlando because World's got OLD in it. Or ORLD.
Okay, what did you like?
And
at
then
Disney
Land
World?
has LA in it, California.
Yeah.
Oh, my favorite was the Aerosmith roller coaster.
I wonder if they still have that.
I don't know. It was great. It was a lot of fun. And then I liked Downtown Disney.
Yeah.
Epcot. I like the Epcot part
Epcot
the best.
is great.
Yeah, that was the most fun.
I haven't seen that in years.
Scarlett Johansson is calling for AI regulations after her likeness appeared in a fake video alongside other celebrities that were protesting Kanye West. And Scarlett Johansson should be upset about AI. She's been put into some, we'll call them awkward situations in some of the videos.
I really do get why she's upset. They're really using her likeliness, her voice, everything.
Yeah, I mean she's and a lot of
it's the whole package.
A lot of those celebrities should be upset.
Yeah.
I mean,
they're probably coming for you and me next.
I doubt it, Sheila.
I mean, after all, we are Good Morning America.
I'm not too worried about it. Teddy Mellencamp, former Real Housewives of Beverly Hills star, revealed on Instagram that she was hospitalized and has to undergo brain surgery.
Oh, goodness.
Yeah, she wrote, for the last several weeks, I've been dealing with severe debilitating headaches. Yesterday, the pain was unbearable, required hospitalization. At a CT and MRI, they found multiple tumors on her brain. So
that's scary.
She's having to go through that. I don't know enough about her, if Teddy Mellencamp was a good one or a bad one on there, but it doesn't matter. That
I don't
sucks
know
for
either. I
anybody.
just know, and a lot of times they're not really who, even though it says reality, they kind of coax them a little bit and want
they
want a
do.
villain because you want to root for the good and pull against the bad.
The editing on those things make you look terrible.
It does. It'd be horrible to be on a show like that.
Puff Daddy, P. Diddy, Sean Combs has filed a massive 9-figure lawsuit over a documentary for defamation. It's the one that we saw that was on Peacock.
Yes.
Diddy, The Making of a Bad Boy. He said that it maliciously accuses him of murdering the love of his life and the mother of his children. But is that the only thing in there that wasn't true?
Yeah, I'm like, okay, so that's what. I wouldn't want to be accused of murdering somebody if I didn't do it.
Oh gosh, no! I wouldn't want to be accused of any of the stuff.
But I mean,
Diddy's got
there's a
going
lot
on.
against him that was on that documentary.
So I don't know what'll happen there, but anyway, he's suing them.
Well, Diddy, they got something on you, or you wouldn't be in jail.
Yeah, and these
they found something they think's against you. I know, innocent until proven guilty, but
all these news organizations, man, they really should start investigating what they're saying more, because they're all getting hit with these huge defamation lawsuits now. And they're being news people. If they were commentary people or comedians or stuff like that, that's different.
Well, I forget what channel that documentary was on, but I don't think it was a news outlet that had it, was it?
NBC.
Was it?
Yeah, Peacock.
Yeah, Peacock is NBC, isn't it? Because, I mean, they got that big old Peacock as the
Right.
Okay.
So
my bad, Jason.
A lot's going to be coming from
I don't think he'll win that lawsuit, but maybe that's just me.
Well, I don't think so either.
Yeah.
But, hey, stranger things have happened.
So look at how much money he has. He's still sitting in jail and still able to throw a lawsuit against him.
Mm-hmm.
That's amazing to me.
Yeah.
That he has that much money.
That's spoiler alert. That's all the things we could find that are even somewhat interesting.
Yeah.
I will say this, though. I did see, and it's not in our deal or not, but we talked a little bit about it yesterday, how they've got that talk show host Wendy Williams in a facility.
Right.
Somebody from TMZ called her on the phone and did an interview from it, and they stood outside her window, and she just had her hand on the window crying.
Oh, my goodness.
So they think maybe all this stuff, that's wrong with her was because of drugs and alcohol, not because she's actually got dementia.
I don't know.
I don't know either, but she looked pitiful.
I did watch the documentary. I'm not a doctor, but it did seem like there was something
What?
medical.
You're not a doctor?
Thanks. I know it's shocking, but it seemed like it was something more medical. It didn't seem like it was, but I don't know how certain drugs affect some people.
I don't either, but I mean, it was sad. If she does have dementia, it was sad to see.
Whatever's going on is
sad. If she
sad.
doesn't have dementia, it was sad to see.
Because she was so quick-witted and,
Yeah.
and fun and entertaining to watch.
I just hate it for her, and it sounds like her family's kind of taking advantage of things too.
I think so too.
And that's good. The real good, though, that's coming up next. A couple stories that are positive and uplifting. Also, round 4 of Ask Sheila. She's got.
Right, it's not Friday. I've got today and tomorrow.
Sheila's got 7 correct answers so far. This is
unheard of.
It's definitely a midweek record. I don't think you've ever had 7 going into a Thursday before. This is big.
I think I have before.
I don't think so, Sheila.
But, we wipe the slate clean at the beginning of the year.
I think you came on strong at the end one week, but I don't think you've ever had 7 going into Thursday. It's 6:47 now. Real good. Ask Sheila. That's coming up here on Good Morning Cookeville. We're live from the Willow Window Studio.
And so it was when Jesus had ended these sayings that the people were astonished at his teaching, for he taught them as one having authority and not as the scribes. Matthew chapter 7, verses 28 and 29. Hello, Upper Cumberland. This is Jesse Flowers with the Jerry Whitson Road Church of Christ. Join us this month as we study Jesus' Sermon on the Mount from the Gospel of Matthew every Sunday morning at 8 a.m. on our radio program, Words of Exhortation, right here on WHUB. May the Lord bless you as you serve him and serve others.
Every day in Tennessee brings something new. Some moments we plan for, like getting the key to your new home. Others catch us by surprise, like a rainy day fender bender. That's why Farm Bureau Insurance is there to make sure the important things, like auto, home, life, and small business, are well protected. So, no matter what life brings, peace of mind will always be part of the plan. Visit FBITN.com to find the right coverage for your auto, home, life, or business. Farm Bureau Insurance of Tennessee. Tennessee Insurance for Tennessee Life.
Experience peace of mind with Cove Generators, your trusted partner in power solutions. Start the new year with peace of mind and our exclusive offer. Purchase a Generac generator and receive a free 10-year warranty. Whether for home, outdoor, or commercial use, our expert installers ensure you never lose power again. Visit us at 728 East 15th Street, Cookeville, or call 615-241-6343. Trust the Cove Generators family to keep your family safe and powered this winter.
Discover the savings at Freedom Pawn, located at 49 Mayberry Street in Sparta. We're not your typical pawn shop. Explore our extensive selection of jewelry, tools, gaming systems, knives, and guitars, perfect for any enthusiast. For the archery lover, we offer Barnett crossbows and other top brands. And don't forget, we're your trusted guns and ammo store with the best selection around. Visit us today. Just look for the Bigfoot in front of the store and see why Freedom Pawn in Sparta is your ultimate destination for great deals.
Hey guys, this is Jeff Root, General Manager at Ford of Cookeville. Are you tired of spending your precious time driving to and from our dealership for your service needs? That's why we are excited to announce Ford Pickup and Delivery and Ford Mobile Service. With Ford Pickup and Delivery from Ford of Cookeville, we come to you. Our factory-trained technicians perform expert service right where you are. Want to learn more about Ford Pickup and Delivery and Ford Mobile Service? Come see us, 1600 Interstate Drive, or visit us online anytime at FordLagonaCookeville.com.
Hey everyone, it's Magic Mike at Carlin Chevrolet, and love is in the air. We love our customers, and to prove it, we're saving you money. This month, we're selling almost every new vehicle at true factory invoice pricing. On top of that, you get the rebates. We'll give you top dollar for your trade, and if you're loyal to us, we'll be loyal to you. If you own a Chevrolet 2011 or newer, trade it or keep it, you get extra money off. Come down to the corner of Spring and Willow and feel the love of savings. See you soon.
Jason and Sheila. Good morning, Cookeville. 107.7 and 1400. The Hub. Good morning, Cookeville. With Jason and Sheila.
Good morning, Cookeville. Jason and Sheila here. We're live in the Willow Window Studio. It's 6:50 now.
Which coming up after 7, we'll have Ryan Risher, who is with Skinner Newton Realty. We'll talk about some of the local posts that he does that's really comedic. We'll talk about some of that and where he gets his information. He's done some research on this stuff.
A little bit.
And some of it's just plain oversight of what he's seen and just is fun.
Yeah.
So he'll be fun. We'll have a lot of fun with Brian.
We have fun?
We're going to have fun.
Fun, you think?
He said it'd be fun.
Did he?
Yeah.
Okay. Every day, me and Sheila, we go through a bunch of news stories, try to find some that are positive and uplifting. We call it the
Real Good.
Real Good.
We certainly do.
It's that most wonderful time again in Jackson Township, Ohio, when people in the community gather at Lake Cable and splash around in the icy waters to raise money for local schools and charities. Well, we just had that here, 2 weeks ago?
Yeah, the Putnam Polar Plunge.
Yeah. This year's Polar Bear Plunge involved 500 brave participants who braved the cold and raised more than $55,000 for more than 20 charities. Some polar bear plungers not only faced the freezing temperatures, but also added to the fun by wearing silly costumes.
That sounds like fun.
Which I think is the best. The event raised over $325,000 over the past 8 years, and while the money raised is important and something to be proud of, the Polar Bear Plunge also brings the community together for a shared cause. It's a chilly challenge, but the warmth of the community spirit makes it all worthwhile.
Or if anybody dressed like a polar bear.
I don't know. You think at least one person would.
That would keep you warm.
Well, until you got in the water.
Woo.
Then it'd be heavy.
You wouldn't get in the water with it.
No.
Then you just put it back on after.
That might drown you.
That's dangerous. Let's not talk about that. That's scary.
Another real good story. 8-year-old Jason Jackson of Findlay, Ohio.
That's a good name.
Yeah.
JJ.
Has already been through some serious challenges. Jason has spinal muscular atrophy. Atrophy's how you say it? Or atrophy? Atrophy. Yeah, that's right, Sheila.
Took me a moment.
Atrophy. Throughout his childhood, he's been in and out of Columbus Hospital. His experiences have inspired him to give back. His mom, Brittany, helped him set up a Facebook account with a request for teddy bear donations to give kids at the hospital that he's been going to. It was a big success. Jason collected 600 teddy bears, with some donations coming in from as far away as Tokyo. That's
is crazy.
Second year he's thought of others on his birthday, and this year was even more successful than last year. He said, I decided to do this because I don't want anyone to become nervous or scared or anything like that before their surgery. So I decided to make them joyful.
I love that.
How cool is that, kid? To Jason Jackson and to everybody who participated in the Polar Bear Plunge in Jackson Township, Ohio, y'all are
real good.
All right, Sheila, are you ready for round 4 of Ask Sheila?
I'm ready for it.
7 correct answers so far this week.
I'm surprising myself.
11 would be top score. You got a real chance to get there, Sheila. So.
Are you going to keep me from it?
No, I'm not going to keep you from it. Why would I do that? I'm rooting for you.
No, he's not, y'all. Don't believe him.
All right, Sheila, here we go. Round one, question one.
Okay.
Men do this 3 times as much as women do. What is it? It ain't that.
I wasn't even thinking that.
Men do this 3 times as much as women do.
Is it exercise?
No.
Exercise
Exercise isn't even in the realm of this.
That's the hint?
Yeah.
Is there another hint?
No.
Is it a daily thing?
It doesn't say it's daily. It just said three times as much as women to do this. Or men do this 3 times as much as women do.
Maybe take little cat naps.
No, I did yesterday.
He did. I wasn't going to tell on him.
Yeah, I did.
Although he tries to embarrass me on stuff.
I did. I took a little siesta at work. Didn't mean to.
Snoring.
I was. There's video evidence of it.
And I didn't take the video.
No. The answer is drink alcohol.
Yeah.
I wonder why men are 3 times
I think
more likely.
if it includes beer too, sometimes y'all have a beer.
I wonder why. It's almost like we have to deal with something.
I see what you're getting at, and I don't like it.
What?
Oh, you're saying you have to deal with us ladies.
I was talking about like their job and,
No,
and
you
other
weren't talking
things.
about that. I could tell the way you said it.
That sounds like you're guilty.
Ha.
The average woman does this 3 times a week. The average man, less than once a month. What is it? The average woman does this 3 times a week. The average man, less than once a month.
Shop.
No.
That was a great answer, and you know
It was a great answer, but it's not the correct answer.
Hint. That could. I mean,
The only hint I can think of would totally give it away, Sheila.
you think I have a chance at getting this right, or is it a weird?
I think you got a chance, because I've heard you ladies talk about it before. Well,
talk about
mine's this. Well, mine's that. And then you always ask us guys what ours was, and we're like, I don't know. I didn't look at it.
What your sign is, like your
Getting closer.
birth sign,
Getting closer.
horoscopes.
Check their horoscopes.
I don't think all that's true, though. I just do that as funny.
Might as well have written it down for you and gave it to you.
Oh, my goodness.
But we'll take it. That puts Sheila up.
Thank you, Jason.
We'll put Sheila at 8 for the week.
Gosh.
All right, last question here for round 4 of Ask Sheila. Are you ready?
I'm ready.
Women are more likely to do this at night. Men are more likely to do this in the morning. What is it?
Clean.
Clean what?
So I'm on the right track. Yeah. You want me to be specific?
Something specific that gets
Night.
done.
Every day. It's like dishes.
Dishes, you got it.
So are you going to take credit for that?
No, I'm giving you hints.
I
is
said
all.
clean. So I
Right.
was like tap dancing.
Right, you were there at it.
Yeah.
The other one, I kind of had to put you in the car, drive you down the road a bit, let you out point. This one here, you got there on your own.
Jason Ryder.
Oh, you did. Congratulations. Up to 9 for the week.
It's like a
9.
backhanded compliment. He's the best of those.
9, Sheila. That's amazing.
Thank you, Jason.
Way to go.
Thank you.
So you need 2 for tomorrow to beat your high score.
Can I do it?
1 to tie it. Oh, man, we're all on the edge of our seat for tomorrow.
I bet everybody's on the edge of that seat.
Everybody is. Everybody's on the edge of their seats if you can get it.
Questions are fun, though. It's fun to try to get it.
Coming up, Ryan Richard will be here in the studio. We'll talk to him in just a little bit here on Good Morning Cookeville, live from the Willow Window Studio.
This is News Talk 107.7 and 1400, The Hub. Good morning, Cookeville. W299BY, 107.7 FM, and AM 1400, WHUB, Cookeville.
Hamas says it will release more hostages. I'm Dave Anthony, Fox News. 3 of them on Saturday as part of the ongoing Gaza ceasefire. Days after Hamas suggested it might not set them free, which Fox's Greg Palkot reports from Tel Aviv prompted.
Israeli Prime Minister Netanyahu said if our hostages aren't released Saturday, then the ceasefire is off, and the full force of the Israeli military will finish off Hamas.
Now, President Trump warned Hamas to release all the hostages by Saturday or all hell could break out. The president's also making a push to end Russia's war in Ukraine.
I think they have to make peace. Their people are being killed, and I think they have to make peace.
The president says after his phone call with Russian leader Vladimir Putin, they'll meet in person next. There was also a Trump call with Ukraine's president, but it's unclear how involved Vladimir Zelensky will be in the talks to end the war. A win for President Trump trying to slash the federal workforce. Fox's Jared Halpern's at the White House.
A federal judge in Boston has lifted a temporary order that blocked President Trump's plan to shrink the federal workforce by offering deferred resignations. Judge George O'Toole ruled a group of labor unions does not have legal standing to challenge the program. The offer was sent to about 2 million federal employees, allowing them to resign now and be paid through September.
And about 75,000 workers have accepted that so far. Tulsi Gabbard's the director of national intelligence.
Raise your right hand and repeat after me.
Sworn in hours after the Senate confirmed Gabbard over the objection of all Democrats who also don't like Robert F. Kennedy Jr., but can't block him either when Republicans plan to confirm Kennedy this morning as Health and Human Services Secretary. And Fox's Doug Luzader reports another controversial nominee will face tough questions this morning.
Linda McMahon, Trump's nominee for Secretary of Education, appears for her confirmation hearing. Democrats and teachers unions are hoping to derail her.
We are not going to let them to destroy the Department of Education.
Independent Senator Bernie Sanders at a rally in Washington against the Trump push to eliminate the department. America's listening to Fox News.
When a woman experiences an unplanned pregnancy, she often feels alone and afraid. So many times her first response is to seek out an abortion. But because of the generosity of listeners like you, that search may lead her to a preborn network clinic where she'll choose life, not just for her baby, but for herself. Preborn offers God's love and compassion to hurting women and then provides a free ultrasound to introduce them to the life growing inside them. This combination brings the ultimate miracle of life to life, which is why Preborn saves 200 babies every single day.
That changed my life. Just from that ultrasound picture, I'm going to keep my baby, and I'm going to keep growing, and I'm going to be a great mom.
Your tax-deductible donation of $28 sponsors one ultrasound. And now through a match, your gift is doubled, saving twice as many babies. How many babies can you save? Please donate. Just dial pound 250, say the keyword baby. Pound 250, keyword baby, or go to preborn.com/Beck. Preborn.com/Beck. Sponsored by Preborn.
Democrats keep pushing back against Elon Musk and the Department of Government Efficiency he runs.
While we're sitting here, Donald Trump and Elon Musk are recklessly and illegally dismantling the federal government, shuttering federal agencies, firing federal workers.
Congresswoman Melanie Stansberry at the first DOJ subcommittee hearing.
Chairwoman Marjorie Taylor Greene pledging quick action after the first hearing focused on improper payments and fraud.
We aren't waiting till the end of Congress to produce thousands of pages of some report written by our committee staffers. We're going to be coming out with a report within a matter of days.
Greene says the next round of hearings will focus on the government agency USAID and the news organizations NPR and PBS. Democrats were critical of DOJ head Elon Musk and questioned the legality of actions taken in the early Trump administration. They're also calling on him to testify before Congress. On Capitol Hill, Ryan Schmelz, Fox News.
Another inflation report is coming next hour. On wholesale prices, the day after the Consumer Price Index showed more inflation than expected, a 0.5% increase in January over December, and the annual rate rose back up to 3%. Ahead of that, on Wall Street, stock futures are not moving much. Some more stores will soon be empty. This time, a struggling fabric and craft seller cutting back.
Joann is looking to close about 500 of its 850 location stores across the U.S. after the retailer filed for bankruptcy a second time in less than a year in January. January, following its initial filing and going private in March of 2024. The company says the move is due to issues like sluggish consumer demand and inventory shortages. When exactly those closures will happen and how many employees will be affected has not been announced.
Fox's Hillary Barsky. As baseball spring training starts this week, a big deal in Boston. The Red Sox are signing free agent third baseman Alex Bregman to a 3-year contract, $120 million. I'm Dave Anthony, Fox News.
Local news. News Talk 107.7 and 1400. The Hub.
News is brought to you by One Bank of Tennessee, where service is second to none.
From the WHUB News Center, I'm Rafferty Cleary. A proposed 27-acre industrial park that could help bring new jobs to Monterey is in its early planning phase. That according to Highlands Economic Partnership Vice President Adam Poe, who updated Cookeville's Industrial Development Board on the project Wednesday. The property proposed for the site, part of some 30 acres between Highway 70 and I-40 that Monterey annexed late last year. House Speaker Cameron Sexton has appointed Ryan Williams of Cookeville to serve as chairman of the House Finance Ways and Means Subcommittee, the subcommittee an arm of the Finance Ways and Means Committee, which is responsible for all measures relating to the general appropriations of state funds. The Naming Selection Committee for the new Putnam County Pre-K facility is seeking community feedback on the name, mascot, and school colors. Residents can do so by accessing a public survey through February 21st. The new facility will be located in the old Parkview Elementary School. That's the news from WHUB. I'm Rafferty Cleary.
From the WHUB Willow Window Studios, your trusted window, garage door, and custom window treatment experts. Willow Window. Stop by their new showroom at 310 Newman Drive, Cookeville.
Good morning, ladies and gentlemen. This is radio station WHUB, the voice of the Upper Cumberland in Cookeville, Tennessee.
Good morning.
Good morning, Cookeville, with Jason and Sheila on 107.7 and 1400 The Hub.
Good morning, Cookeville. Jason and Sheila here. We're in the Willow Window Studio. It's 7:06 now.
We're excited to have Ryan Risher with us. He's with Skinder Newton Realty, and you guys do such a great job over there. And thank you for being one of our sponsors too for our radio station.
Thank you. Pleasure.
We appreciate you.
It's an honor to be here, guys. Honored to be here.
Thank you. So I know you guys recently. I don't know if it was with Cookeville Lifestyles or the. Maybe the newspaper, y'all won a favorite thing too, or like one of the most influential too.
Yeah.
Well, Ryan
we've had a couple of agents there, and again, Cookeville Lifestyle, great magazine. We appreciate what they do for our community as well. Really put a great spotlight on our town.
It's slick, man. It's a cool looking magazine.
Yeah.
Now you were one of the most influentials, weren't you?
Well, I was actually a mover and shaker.
Shaker.
Yes.
So that's one of the awards they have.
Right. Sheila and I are too old to be movers.
It's true though. It's true.
We are.
A little younger.
We've aged out of moving and shaking.
Because it's kind of hard if you move too much, you get aches and pains.
Right.
We're just like, we're just gonna let Ryan move and shake.
We'll let these youngsters move and shake. Yeah, absolutely, for sure. But that is cool. And there's a reason behind that. I mean, you're really out there getting after it.
Well, thank you. I appreciate that.
Were you born and raised here?
Yeah, I've lived here my whole life. I love Cookeville. I'm very passionate about this town. I mean, that's all I've really known.
Yeah. And I know that by the things that you post and the funny things that you put on there, I was thinking he's either been here for a long time or just know from talking to locals, but you are
He's
one.
an OG.
Yeah, he's an original.
Yeah.
Yes. Original, baby.
Yeah, absolutely. Absolutely.
We're getting harder and harder to find, Ryan.
I know. Every day we see it. Every day see it. It's no wonder. It's a great town. I don't blame people for wanting to move here.
We had a thing the other day, and I'm sure you saw it in your business, that Cookeville was number 13 on one-way trips for U-Haul in 2024. That's the whole country, not the state of Tennessee. That's every town in America.
Cookeville
was 13th.
That's pretty good of every town in America, and we're like a smaller town.
Yes, yeah. I don't find that hard to believe one bit.
Yeah. When some of the folks move from like another state, what are the reasons how did they even find Cookeville? You know, what are the majority saying the reason they really love it in this Upper Cumberland area?
Yeah. A lot of people, it's a search of, what's that sweet spot? And, in our conversations, a lot of people are kind of still looking. And, of course, I kind of have that bias. I'm like, I love living in Middle Tennessee because, you know, my wife and I want to go on a date night. We're an hour from Nashville, hour to Knoxville. We love being, and it's way more affordable than, you know, Knoxville, Nashville, and some of the other surrounding areas. So a lot of people kind of lead like, I don't know where I want to be, but they kind of find out through conversation and a little bit of research.
Yeah.
I know a lot of them come here and they look around for a little bit and they're not 100% sure. Maybe they've got 3 or 4 other towns that they are looking at, or they work in Nashville, or they're able to work from home.
Yes.
That work from home thing during COVID, that's why everybody moved to the lake, I think, during that part. There's a bunch of people from Nashville that were, oh, you mean I can just work from the lake?
Yeah, why not,
And
right?
then they ended up moving. I don't know if they're having to go back to work now or if they're selling their lake houses or what, but
Well, he probably knows.
I know that was a big deal during the 2020 era.
Yeah, a lot more people are doing remote work. So, and a lot of these rural areas have great internet, so it's a easy sell.
Yeah,
They
better.
didn't used to, did they?
No,
Yeah.
a lot of grants have really changed that significantly.
Yeah, better internet than the Nashville. I mean, gig up, gig down, and you can get that in the country around here.
Oh yeah.
Thanks to our friends at Twin Lakes.
Oh yeah.
Those guys rock.
Fantastic.
I couldn't wait to get it. When they were putting it in down at the road, I walked down. I was like, put it in.
Same here.
Yeah.
Fellas appreciate you, right?
Yeah.
Put it in right now. I wanted to be the first to get that done. You know, being a original Cookvillian, you know, and seeing all the growth that's happened. Probably not surprised about it, but what's been the biggest change for you as an original Cookvillian? Because I say the biggest thing for me is the use of walnut.
Yes.
We could go months without ever being on walnut back in the day.
Yeah.
I feel like I'm on walnut every single day now, like it's a main thoroughfare.
Yeah, trying to avoid the main traffic. And then you got a lot of traffic on Walnut now.
Yeah.
Yeah. Well, you know, the biggest thing is I've noticed is that a lot of people that are moving here, they're what makes this place great is the very reason why they're moving here. So they're not looking to necessarily change that. You know, I love having people in the car with me and they're like, why are we stopping in the middle of the road? And I'm like, oh, there's a funeral. And the like, why are we like, it's a, you know, this is a main road. Like, oh yeah, everybody stops for funerals still. And like people love that. That we still, you know, just have.
They don't do that everywhere, Jason.
That's
I'm
crazy.
shocked about that, but I'm like, yeah.
I lived in Ohio. I know they don't.
Right.
Yeah.
And it feels weird when they don't because it's so nice.
I still did. I made a lot of people in Columbus, Ohio mad.
Yeah. My favorite feedback, especially people who've come here from other countries, is, you know, like, I really thought at first something was wrong with me because everyone would smile at me. And they're like, I wasn't used to that. You know, like, you know, every time you walk by, they say hello. And they're like, now they love it. I just walk around. My wife's like, what's wrong with you? Because they're like, hello, hello, hello. You know, just want to make that eye contact, where other places people think you're crazy, you know. People really love being acknowledged and seen here.
Right, yeah. I guess I never thought about that.
Well, I didn't think about it until I went to Chicago one day. And then we were taking the bus to go to watch a Cubs game. And this lady, she's like, come here. You're not from here, are you? And I go, is it that obvious? Is my accent that? She goes, no, you were smiling at everybody. People don't smile here. She said, you're very pleasant. And then she was asking where I was from, and she said she wanted to move to Tennessee because of how sweet we all seem. Yeah. And I'm thinking particularly Cookeville and the surrounding area, you know.
Well, I mean, and Ron, you do a great job of seeing things here that, you know, maybe, and I say this with love, a normal person doesn't see.
Or we see it, but we don't put it into such a humorous way.
Right.
Thank you.
So
that's what's so great.
Appreciate that.
Where do you get your you know, your ideas from? Because I mean, you're kind of like a comedian.
You are.
No, thank you. That's really sweet. And honestly, this whole thing, it was just such a big accident. I feel like I'm more of an introvert. I do better in you know, small crowds. You know, so this really wasn't, you know, something I was looking to do. But if you're like me and you have aging kids, it's so hard to find things that you find common ground in. And my oldest sons are 14. They're twins. Ashton and Ethan, and they have this thing. Instead of just knocking what they love, you got to find something that you have in common.
Sure.
So I noticed that if they weren't playing video games or watching people play video games, or they watched this guy named Mr. Beast on YouTube, and I was like, let's see what it is, and I found it very interesting, like how this guy, how it was so captivating. I started asking questions like, is that how many views this guy has? And it just blew my mind. And I realized that they were really into this. And so instead of knocking it, I was like, hey guys, I started watching it with them. They still have their little flip phones. So, I kind of have to watch, if they want to watch TikTok or anything like that, I kind of have to watch it with them. So
good job, Dad.
Yeah, that is a great.
So we're sitting there watching these videos, and I'm like, they're all the same. I kind of noticed certain things. I'm like, hey, we can do this. Let's just kind of goof around with it. And I think we can do this because I started asking questions like, do you notice why are you scrolling? Well, this person was kind of boring. And, so we learn.
You learn from your kids.
Well, yeah. And so it's something that we do together just to kind of bond.
You bonded with that.
It's just supposed to be something fun.
There's a lot of people that see things and think, oh, well, I can do that because people make it look easy.
Yeah.
But you've actually done it and done well with it.
Well, thank you. I appreciate it.
It's really more amazing than you think. I know when you're doing it, you think, but it's so funny and so on the pulse of who we are in the Upper Cumberland. That's why I appreciate it so much.
I appreciate that.
Yeah, we were just talking about the Kroger parking lot before we went on, and that's one of those things. I mean, we've all noticed that seems to be a death trap. But Ryan sees things from a different view than we do a lot of times. Yeah. We'll talk to Ryan a little bit more coming up. It's Good Morning Cookeville. We're live here in the Willow Window Studio. Hang out with
Willow Window can help transform your home with windows, window treatments, entry doors, or garage doors. It not only elevates your design, but also optimizes energy efficiency and comfort. Their installers take the utmost care while in your home and will haul everything away when they're done. Call for your free estimate today at 931-946-3691. That's 931-WINDOW-1.
Willow Window, making your home beautiful again.
Need a little help with home repairs? The Habitat for Humanity Critical Repair Program is here to lend a hand. We're accepting applications now through February 14th for non-emergency repairs like plumbing, roofing, and more. Visit uchabitat.org and click the Critical Repairs Program tab to apply, or stop by our office at 1546 East Spring Street, Suite B. Don't wait. Applications must be postmarked by February 14th. Habitat for Humanity, helping you make your home a better place. Equal opportunity provider. Discrimination is prohibited by federal law.
Maybe you don't think about the Tennessee Department of Correction unless you work here or know someone in our custody. It's not personal until it is. But we think about you. While you are sleeping, our officers are inside, behind the fence, supervising the men and women in our custody. It's not an easy job, but we are committed to making Tennessee a safer place to live and raise our families, because this is our home too, and it is personal to us.
Sponsored by Tennessee Department of Correction.
Your home is your sanctuary, a place to get away from the stresses of life. Willow Window can help transform your home with the highest quality windows and window treatments. Choose from honeycomb shades, plantation shutters, or blackout blinds for privacy. Motorized window treatments can control outside light with the touch of a remote. Get your free estimate today. Call 931-WINDOW-1. Willow Window, 310 Newman Drive in Cookeville.
Willow Window, making your home beautiful again.
EasyCater. It's all the food for your workplace, all in one place. With over 100,000 restaurants nationwide on one platform. Whether you need food for company meetings or events, daily employee lunches, or your next lunch and learn, EasyCater makes food for work, work. And it doesn't stop at lunch. With EasyCater, you've got great breakfast options, snacks, treats, and more. Whenever and wherever work happens, EasyCater's here to make the food happen. Order now at easycater.com.
Millions of Americans take medicine like Ozempic and Zepbound. Many of them are overpaying by thousands of dollars a year. These GLP-1 medications for diabetes, weight loss, and more may not always be covered by your insurance, but GoodRx can help. GoodRx helps you save every month on prescriptions at over 70,000 pharmacies nationwide. Best of all, it's free to use. Check GoodRx to save on GLP-1s. Just go to goodrx.com/GLP. That's goodrx.com/GLP. GoodRx is not insurance but can be used instead of insurance, including Medicare and other federal and state-funded programs.
1077 and 1400, The Hub. Jason and Sheila. Good morning, Cookeville.
Good morning, Cookeville. Jason and Sheila here. We're in the Willow Window Studio. It's 7:19 now.
We're talking to Ryan Risher with Skinder Newton Realty, and he is a realtor in town, but also a content creator on Facebook. And that just
An influencer, if you will.
But I'm saying to call you a content creator, that's good, because I don't call many people that. He creates great content.
Yeah,
Thank
I
you.
agree.
So it's not just influencer anybody can say they are, but you really do. I mean, it's like you kind of post the cool things that are in this area.
Thank you.
And,
What's been your favorite thing that you've done? Like, I know you said you kind of went into it not really wanting to.
Yeah.
But now that you're able to look back on it a little bit, what's your favorite thing that you've done as far as your videos that you've been putting online?
Yeah. With my kids,
That sounded old, didn't it? Your videos that you've been putting online.
Sonny?
Yeah. Well, I have to change it up. We're constantly doing new things, trying new things. I'm constantly getting ideas late at night. We're like, I'd like to try this. I think it would work. And my wife is the best. I mean, she's so patient with me. Like,
what's your wife's name?
Devin.
Devin is so beautiful. Hi, Devin.
Thank you. Yeah. She's really, really patient with it. My kids, they'll keep you humble. They're like, Dad, that's not funny. That's not,
They'll tell you exactly when they don't think it's funny, right?
Yeah. But we did this like haunted Tennessee history thing that we've been kind of doing with different towns, and that has been hilarious. I mean, that's been so much fun.
You even did Crazy George's Bridge. You do a video about that, which is great.
We just kind of focus on the history, but you get these DMs. My wife and I at night will sit and we'll read these messages of like stories and stuff, and I'm not by any means an expert or anything at all, but just like the history part I find fascinating.
Yeah, me too.
But the stories and DMs that people send you, there's been some like my wife and I, like, our ears kind of stand up in the back of our neck. They're kind of creepy,
So that's where people they started kind of loving it, and they're like, hey, how about this story?
Yes.
And
yeah.
And then you kind of research about it.
Do you know Del Welch? Have you talked to Del Welch at the Monterey Depot Museum?
That's going to have to be someone I'll have to check out.
It will be.
Yeah,
if there's some ghosts in there, he'll tell you about.
Oh yeah,
and he knows the entire true story of Crazy George's Bridge.
Oh, that's amazing. Yeah,
I'm about to blow your mind.
Okay.
The guy's name wasn't even George.
Wow.
I was like, what? Why are we saying Crazy George's Bridge?
Well, because that's what some tech boys came up with to scare their women.
Yeah.
Okay.
So they could,
but
hold,
there really
hold
was
them a little tighter.
There was a person.
There was a person, but his name wasn't George, and I don't remember what his actual name was. But Dale knows.
Okay.
And apparently the Monterey Depot Museum is also haunted.
Wow.
Whistling Willie.
Yeah, and
Whistling
Dale
Willie's
knows
there.
the whole story about that. You got to go talk to Dale.
Okay.
First off, great guy. Second off, he knows all the stories.
And he's an OG.
Yeah, he's an OG. Wasn't he the Putnam County historian for a long time as well?
I don't know if he actually
was or wasn't.
He had his own newspaper in Monterey too. Just a great guy.
Yeah.
So that'd be a great person. But I know your posts aren't just haunted Tennessee, but that has kind of done so well for you. You've done a lot of those.
Sheila, where was that place we were at?
The Thomas House. He did a video.
Oh.
about that too.
Thomas House was very interesting. I actually stayed there on
You
a Halloween.
stayed?
Yeah. It was
It's a
very
creepy
entertaining.
I mean,
It
you don't want to because the people like Cherry, the owner, she's great. She's like very pleasant, but there is a creepiness about it. You just kind of feel something when you go in there.
Yeah, I felt creepy the whole time we were there.
Great meal, by the way. And on Halloween they did like a play there, like tell a story, and there was a meal, and then there was like these ghost hunters from all over the United States. And stuff. Again, no, I don't know anything about it, but the people are just so sweet and kind, and I love hearing their stories. And
CNN ranked it as the second most haunted in America.
Yeah, it was
Where we were?
Yes.
Oh.
Yeah.
And
There's some interesting
I
stories.
wanted to go upstairs. We didn't tour it. He was just like, I'm just going to go in here where there's lots of lights.
Yes.
Because upstairs looked a little dark.
Well, I don't believe in all that, and I don't want to start.
But he was creeped out a little bit, though, so
But it was
something
still
was happening
it was
with
still
him.
creepy.
Yeah.
Yeah, for sure.
But I mean, there's a lot of places like that. But see, I'm like you. I love the history of
That's
it because
me.
there's
I'm a
usually
history
a historic story behind everything.
Yes. Yeah.
So-
Like the fact that people really thought those waters had curative powers in that
Yeah.
drew them to there. That's neat to me, the history part of it.
Oh, the history of Red Bowling
Yeah,
Springs.
yeah,
Oh my
yeah.
gosh,
That's so
yes.
interesting.
It's a special place, really.
Yeah, I mean, otherwise you're just driving through. That's what makes this place so special. It's just
Mm-hmm.
even Cookeville, the rich history here is just amazing.
I think you're like us. We love that each town in Tennessee, especially that Middle Tennessee and Upper Cumberland, seem to have its own personality, its own special thing.
Yeah.
And we like tap in on what that is, and that's what you're doing. That's basic. That's why I think it relates to so many people. And he's just real. He's not trying to like.
As a OG in finding all these things, you're like, oh my gosh, I can't believe that was here this whole time, because I find myself doing that.
Yeah.
You know, like
There's things we take for granted.
I was with a group of people and they were talking about McMinnville. And they were talking about all these things. I was like, I'm hearing about this for the first time ever. I'd be, is it new? And they're like, well, no, it's been there since 1865.
Right.
Oh,
Yeah.
well, you should have let a guy know.
Yes. Yeah.
I mean, are you running into that when you're doing this kind of stuff too?
Yes, and like I said, the way you were getting to meet just the most fascinating people. There's this guy. My kids love this show. It's called Diary of a Wimpy Kid.
Yeah.
And so we get these random followers and stuff on Instagram or Facebook, and I noticed this one guy. I'm like, that name looks familiar, and I look it up, and it's one of the main characters, Fregley.
Mm-hmm.
And I started looking. He had followed me on there, and he was. On that movie Talladega Nights, he was the kid. I'm all hyped up on Mountain Dew.
Yeah.
So I was just like, I sent him a simple message like, "Hey, thank you for the follow." And this guy and we end up having like a 3.5 hour conversation about Tom Hanks and all this like stuff that I would never have that conversation if it wasn't for doing something outside of my comfort zone.
Right.
But now the guy's a rising country star and so interesting. Just learn his story. But he's moved to Tennessee. And he loves learning about the history.
Oh, wow.
There's always a Tennessee connection. Is what I'm learning on a lot of things.
Well, we were talking yesterday that Cookeville's the Kevin Bacon of cities.
Because there's a 6th degree of
I don't care
separation.
where you go, and as soon as you bring up Cookeville, you're going to, within a few people, you're going to find somebody who's either lived here or went to tech or kids went to tech.
Yeah.
I mean, this is the craziest place ever.
Yes.
I don't know how that works.
Yeah, definitely a lot of connections.
But it is definitely for sure the Kevin Bacon of cities.
Well, I think what's made you so great about it is you're real and you don't sensationalize. You just say it, and then you add a funny little flair on it sometimes. But I just think that must be just your personality too, because it seems like they're so good. Some of the videos are so good, and pinpoint. I'm thinking you must have a whole slew of people helping you, but it's mainly just you and the kids.
Well, and
your wife.
I really wanted to encourage my kids to do this. Worst mistake, by the way. Now my kids are trying to be little influencers.
Or not.
Yeah.
And so their thing is they have their little device that they'll take their mom's phone, and we'll find they'll have all these sweet pictures of their brothers and sisters together, and all the videos or pictures of me and Devin are us sleeping with our mouth open, or Devin with her towel wrap over her head, just kind of just laying back.
So y'all are the subjects of their influence.
Yeah, like we're the butt of their jokes. So
Sure. Well, yeah, you should be.
Yeah.
You're the parent.
Yeah.
They keep us humble.
Right.
Yeah, of course.
Now, and my guess is, and I don't know this for sure, but my guess is that helps with your business selling real estate, that people find you through that, or no?
Honestly, as weird as this is going to be probably a taboo to say this, but that's actually been the last of my thoughts, and it should be,
absolutely,
it really is. But I feel like as soon as you do something like that, you're going to
dirty it up.
Yeah. So I mean, I've tried not to think about that as
That's
much.
good. Well,
That's why I think the videos are so good then, because you're like, oh, that's interesting to me. Somebody else might like that. And then you do a video on it.
Well, I noticed you didn't tag it, and come see me to buy your home,
Never sell.
Right.
Yeah, never sell. And because as soon as you become not genuine,
right.
It's like you guys. I mean, I'm preaching the choir here. You guys are the,
Well, we're not smart enough to be ingenuine. Or is that the right word?
I don't know.
Disingenuous.
Yeah.
We're
disingenuous. Is that what you're trying to
right.
say?
We're not. We're not.
We don't even
smart
know
enough
the
for
words
that.
we're trying to say.
Yeah.
Yeah. So as soon as you do that, you're done.
Right. Yeah. Keeping up with lies. God, that'd be terrible.
I can't even keep up with the truths, let alone the lies.
Well, man, Ryan, thanks so much for coming in today. Keep making those videos and entertaining us, and we can't wait for the next one to come out.
Well, thank you guys. I appreciate you so much for having me.
And do go see Del Welch.
I will. That's
up in
a
Monterey.
brilliant
Yeah.
idea. I appreciate.
You'll have a blast.
Yeah, you
Yeah.
will.
I'll tell you
There's
that.
so many stories he knows.
And you can eat at the new Italian restaurant up there.
I've heard it's amazing.
It's really good.
Okay. Yeah.
Yeah, it's really good. So, just another reason to go to Monterey. I feel like I'm on the Monterey Tourism Association.
Well, that's fine. I mean, I feel like we're like a branch of it because we love this area so much.
That's
so.
right. Yeah.
I'll just throw that in there. I said the other day by accident we were on Good Morning America instead of Good Morning Cookeville. Didn't even know I said it.
Let me tell Ron how it really went down. All right.
Here we go.
I'm
His
gonna-
story is
I'm gonna
totally.
I'm going to reenact it.
All right.
embellishes
Okay.
unlike you, Ryan.
All right. All right.
Let me- now I'm Sheila. And picture it. We're at the Sparta White County Chamber of Commerce banquet.
Okay.
Sheila's the MC. Sheila comes out with a microphone. Hello, I'm Sheila Scruggs from Good Morning America. And then she goes, and there's Jason over there.
That's not how I did it, right?
That's exactly how she did it.
Okay.
So then she comes and she sits down beside me, and I'm like, Good Morning America. And then she didn't believe me. She had to ask her husband, Tim.
Yeah,
and
because
Tim,
I'm like, I didn't say that. Really did not even know I said that.
and Tim was like, yeah.
Yeah, you said it. You said it, baby. But I don't think nobody noticed. He was trying to be nice because he has to live with me.
Yeah.
Everybody noticed.
That's hilarious.
Everybody noticed. Well, that's Sheila.
Yeah.
Sheila. She got it right when she got back up there the second time. She did good.
I was like, good.
Player 2 was spot on for sure. It's 7:31. It's Jason and Sheila. We're here live in the Willow Window Studio. Hang out with us. We'll be right back.
Local news. News Talk 107.7 and 1400. The Hub.
News is brought to you by One Bank of Tennessee, where service is second to none.
From the WHUB News Center, I'm Rafferty Cleary. A proposed 27-acre industrial park that could help bring new jobs to Monterey is in its early planning phase. That, according to Highlands Economic Partnership Vice President Adam Poe, who updated Cookeville's Industrial Development Board on the project Wednesday. The property proposed for the site, part of some 30 acres between Highway 70 and I-40 that Monterey annexed late last year. House Speaker Cameron Sexton has appointed Ryan Williams of Cookeville to serve as chairman of the House Finance Ways and Means Subcommittee. The subcommittee, an arm of the Finance Ways and Means Committee, which is responsible for all measures relating to the general appropriations of state funds. The Naming Selection Committee for the new Putnam County Pre-K facility is seeking community feedback on the name, mascot, and school colors. Residents can do so by accessing a public survey through February 21st. The new facility will be located in the old Parkview Elementary School. That's the news from WHUB. I'm Rafferty Cleary.
Good morning, Cookeville. I'm Jacob Vinson with the UCR Sports Report on 107.7 and 1400 The Hub. Free agent third baseman Alex Bregman signed with the Boston Red Sox late last night. Bregman signed for 3 years and $120 million. His agent said he'd be willing to play second base if needed after exclusively playing third base his whole career. Ohio State has their replacement at defensive coordinator as longtime NFL coach Matt Patricia will join the Buckeyes for this upcoming season. Patricia was the New England Patriots defensive coordinator from 2012 to 2017 and the head coach for the Lions for 3 seasons after. Former number 1 pick Markelle Fultz is headed to the Sacramento Kings. Fultz played the last 5 seasons with the Orlando Magic. He averaged 14 points, 6 assists, and 4 rebounds 2 seasons ago, which were all season highs before playing in just 43 games last year. In college basketball last night, Ole Miss topped South Carolina 72-68. It took double overtime, but Texas Tech beat Arizona State 111-106. Unranked Villanova upset St. John's 73-71. I'm Jacob Vinson, and that was the UCR Sports Report on 107.7 and 1400 The Hub.
The UCR Sports Report on 107.7 and 1400 The Hub, brought to you by One Bank.
TRN News.
65-year-old Bill Hagerty, a U.S. Senator out of Tennessee, is running for re-election. He announced Tuesday he's looking for a second term. He says he's committed to lowering taxes, becoming energy independent, and securing the borders. He's the first candidate to announce for the 2026 Senate race. Downtown Memphis expected to benefit from a newly proposed state spending plan. Tennessee Governor Bill Lee unveiled a draft budget for the 2025-26 fiscal year during his State of the State address earlier this week. If it's approved, it will allocate $175 million to a downtown public safety grant and crime prevention program in the Bluff City. The funding is being introduced as major renovations get underway at FedEx Forum. The $550 million improvements are expected to be done in phases over the next decade. I'm Lee Mowen.
Number 1 for news from across the state. This is the Tennessee Radio Network.
I'm getting older. Do I need to worry about falling?
Yes, you do. Every year, 1 in 4 people 65 and older will experience a fall, and many result in serious injury. The majority of falls happen at home, so take a look around. Replace bulbs and add lighting to help you see obstacles. Remove things that can make you trip. Fix uneven steps and floors, and install handrails in bathrooms and on stairs. Consider balance or strength training exercises, which can help with agility. Get your eyes and hearing checked regularly. Changes in your hearing can affect your balance. To learn more, please talk to your doctor about steps you can take to help prevent a fall. You can also visit aarpfoundation.org or medicaremadeclear.com/falls. This message was brought to you by United Healthcare and AARP Foundation.
The site of a school shooting last month in Nashville now deals with a threat of violence as a 12-year-old boy is accused of threatening to shoot his teacher. Police say the student at Antioch Middle School told the instructor he was going to get a gun. The 7th grader later allegedly told the school resource officer he was just kidding and didn't have a weapon, but he was still arrested. Officials say the young suspect does have a history of making comments about gangs and guns. A Tennessee woman described as a serial shoplifter banned from every Walmart in the United States. Ashley Cross of Memphis, most recently charged with criminal trespassing and theft of merchandise under $1,000 and are accused stealing from the Whitehall Walmart. Police say she used an old watch barcode battery to scan every item for just $1, including 11 packs of ramen noodles, women's boots, blue jeans, and a t-shirt, all totaling just over $137 regular price. She was barred from all the mega retailers' locations after numerous previous shoplifting incidents. Cross is due in court Wednesday morning. I'm Lee Mowen, Tennessee Radio Network News.
Upper Cumberland weather.
Brought to you by the Habitat for Humanity's Habitat Restore, located at 560 South Jefferson in Cookeville.
This is your latest forecast from News Talk 107.7 and 1400 The Hub.
Oh, we'll get a dry day today, but it's going to be a little bit cooler with highs around 40. Overnight, we'll fall back into the 20s. Tomorrow near 50 with sunshine. And then we cloud up with a chance of rain Friday night, but we will warm up a little bit and maybe some storms with some heavy rainfall possible Saturday night into Sunday. Overnight lows in the mid-30s on Friday night. Will be in the low 60s by Saturday.
Good morning, Cookeville, with Jason and Sheila.
On 107.7 and 1400 The Hub.
Good morning, Cookeville. Jason and Sheila here. We're in the Willow Window Studio. It's 7:37 now.
We have reached our high today. I mean, it was probably after midnight when it was about mid-50s.
Yeah.
And then the highest this afternoon it's going to get is around 40. So it's just temperatures keep falling. It's 35 right now, so it feels like 28 because of the wind gusts out there.
The Rock and Roll Hall of Fame has announced their nominees for the class of 2025. Mariah Carey.
Oh, I'm surprised she's not already in there.
Cyndi Lauper.
Cindy should definitely be in.
Outkast.
Yeah.
Bad Company.
Oh.
The Black Crowes, for sure. I love the Black Crowes. Soundgarden. Billy Idol. I think Billy Idol deserves to be in there. Oasis. The White Stripes. Chubby Checker, Fish, and Joe Cocker are all in there.
Chubby Checker's been on there many times, and I mean,
why he hadn't made it yet.
Twist alone.
Well, he had Twist.
And Twist Again.
Twist Again. Slow Twisting.
I Found My Thrill on Blueberry Hill. Was that him?
Teach Me to Twist. Twist It Up. Twist Around the World. The Texas Twist. These are all real Chubby Checker
really
songs.
are real. I mean, my goodness, he really took that twist and made it something, huh?
Right. He owned
the
twist.
twist.
And Blueberry Hill, I don't know if that
Was that Chubby Checker or was that somebody else?
I think it was
Fats Domino. It may have
Fats
been
Domino. That's who it was. Yeah.
Sorry, got mixed up.
Yeah, I found my through. Yeah, it's definitely
Well,
Fats
then it's
Domino.
just Twist.
So and then he did the Twist. Remember with the Fat Boys, the rap group, the
Yeah.
Fat Boys. Remember they did Let's Twist or something, and they had Chubby Checker in their video.
I love Chubby Checker. I think he's great and he deserves to be in
Yeah.
the Hall of Fame.
I think so too.
And I
But
want him to make it before he passes.
he's still alive, you think?
No, he is still alive.
Oh, you know for sure.
Yes.
Okay. I'm surprised Joe Cocker hadn't
I know.
made it. I mean, we were talking about Woodstock last week, and
Right.
he was one of the big performers at Woodstock. It seems like all the rest of them had made it in by now. I wonder.
Just for the song "You Are So Beautiful,"
You would think.
his version's the best
Yeah.
on that.
The other one I thought would have been in there by now would have been Bad Company.
Yeah.
But they've been around for a long time.
Mhm.
Bunch of great rock and roll songs.
Lots of hits.
The rest I could see why they're not in there yet. But those I really thought they would have been.
Mm-hmm.
My bet is Cyndi Lauper makes it in. Bad Company makes it in. Chubby Checker and Joe Cocker. I bet those are
the ones that definitely should
make it in.
All that group.
I do love the Black Crowes.
Yeah, they're great.
They're one of my favorite bands of all time.
Really?
Yes.
I didn't know of all time.
Of all time.
You say that about Guns N' Roses too.
Guns N' Roses, Motley Crue, Tesla is another one. Black Crowes, and then I'm embarrassed to say Poison.
But hey,
But I put them in
you
there.
are an '80s kid.
I am.
I mean, that was our junior high and high school days.
I don't think Poison's ever going to make it to the Rock and Roll.
They were great entertainers, though.
But I just don't know if they'll ever make it because people kind of make fun of Poison.
They make fun of Duran Duran too, but they've had like 15.
Duran Duran's made it, hadn't they? Aren't they in the Rock and Roll
Yes,
Hall
they
of Fame? Well, see,
They
there
made
you go.
fun, but I'm like, they're in.
Yeah. Who else would you put on this list? I mean, who do you think?
Well, I don't know who all hasn't been in yet. I mean, it's surprising when I do see a list of people that are up for, they
Mhm.
nominate them, and I'm like, oh my gosh, I would have thought they were already in.
Yeah.
So
Okay.
if I would put definitely the ones you named, and I really do, I'm rooting for Chubby Checker on that one because I think he's been around so long and such a good entertainer and great attitude. I want him to make it. I want him to know that people appreciate him.
And when I said he did a song with the Fat Boys, you looked at me like you never heard.
Remember it.
How do you not remember?
There's things that you don't remember too.
Well, you have to turn this around on me.
Well, I
Sheila.
do.
There's all kinds of stuff I don't remember, but the Fat Boys, they had big hits.
I don't know, Fat Boy Slim.
They had Fat Boy.
Is it Fat Boy Slim or is that
No,
another?
no, they had the Fat Boys,
I'll have to look it up. I
and
probably
they did
have
a song
heard
with
it.
Chubby Checker, and they did one with the Beach Boys
I just don't remember.
back in the day.
I just don't remember.
And they
It
had
must have not been too impressive.
they had the guy that could human beatbox.
Oh, okay.
They had that guy.
Pretty good.
Well, apparently, you probably never heard of the Fat Boys do it. I can't believe that.
I'm sure I've heard it. I just can't recall the song.
I wonder
Don't you get that?
has Def Leppard and Motley Crue been up for the Rock and Roll Hall of Fame yet?
I don't know. I think Def Leppard, I think's already in.
You think Def Leppard? What about AC/DC? They should definitely be in the Rock.
Seems like I recall them singing on one of those
I recall
Rock and Roll Hall of Fame.
Yeah, but I don't know if they ever actually made it in or not.
I think Def Leppard and AC/DC probably have.
I need a list of who's in.
Well, I don't remember.
You could Google it.
Right now?
No, not right now. No, we'll look at it later.
Now you've gotten me wanting to see if Chubby Checker's still alive. I was like, yeah,
now,
he is.
Now, Fish, they're the ones. They have like the super long songs,
Yeah,
don't they?
I don't know if they'll make it.
I'm not a big
Well,
Fish
I
guy.
want White Stripes to make it too. I think they deserve it.
They're the ones that have done some stuff with Loretta Lynn, right?
Yes.
Yeah. Well, then I'm for them.
Well, it was more Jack White who produced what is it? Van Leer Rose.
Yeah.
That album, which is a great album.
Well, anybody's going to hang out with Loretta Lynn,
And he was so respectful to
right.
Miss Loretta.
Yeah, I saw the making of, or one of
Yes.
those documentaries about
That's
it.
when I started actually loving Jack White.
Yeah.
When he was so respectful of Loretta Lynn. I'm like, okay, he's a real deal.
Yeah.
Because, 83 years old is Chubby Checker, and yes, still alive.
All right.
So I want him to get in.
Yeah, that'd be
before he
great.
passes.
It's 7:44. It's Good Morning Cookeville. We're live here in the Willow Window studio, and while we got a little time, let's talk about Willow Window and all the things that they have going on.
I mean, they're all the things.
Yeah,
It's
I know.
barn dominiums. There's a lot of folks asking about barn dominiums nowadays. They can do that.
I know it's cold and rainy now.
Yeah.
But think towards summer. And how many times have you sat out on your deck or patio and were like, man, I wish we had this. I wish we could do something better with this.
Right.
Like, we got such a nice deck or such a nice patio. It's always hot out here, and we really can't use it, 2 or 3 months out of the year because it's ridiculously hot. What can we do? Willow Window has their summer spaces now available.
The summer space is awesome.
Yeah.
You can actually get it to where it can surround your deck, and then you can open the windows.
Mm-hmm.
You can have it to where
That
you can use it.
That retractable awning
That's
is
great.
awesome.
Yeah.
Because you may want a little sun in the morning and not in the afternoon, so you can make it what you want. I think that's the coolest thing, and I'm for sure getting one.
And they even they can do cabanas in your
Ooh,
backyard.
at
like
the Copa
Cabana at
from Willow Window.
Wouldn't that be fancy, though?
Yeah, absolutely. It's Good Morning Cookeville here live in the Willow Window studio. Hang out with us. We'll be right back.
Hey Golden Eagle fans, it's your head women's basketball coach, Kim Roseman. Join us for an action-packed night at the Hooper Ebelin Center, Thursday, February 20th versus UT Martin at 5:30 p.m. with Coach Pelfrey and our men's team to follow. Come watch us battle it out on the court and help us secure another home win. Don't miss a moment of the action this season. Get your tickets today at ttusports.com or call the ticket office at 931-372-3940. Let's pack the hoop and make this season unforgettable. Wings up.
If you're a diabetic, we have great news. You can end the painful finger sticks with a new CGM. Plus, they may be covered by Medicare, Medicaid, or private insurance. If you use insulin or have had hypoglycemic events, you may qualify. Call US Med now to learn more.
800-513-1652. 800-513-1652. 800-513-1652. That's 800-513-1652.
Hey guys, Ron Crane here from Dependable Auto Sales and Service. Also Colonial Automotive, towing, rentals, we've got it all. Guys, if it's automotive, even if you need body work, if you've been in a wreck or something, please let us know. 931-526-7355. That's 931-526-SELL, S-E-L-L, 24/7 at dasautosales.com. That's dasautosales.com, and we're located 1575 Interstate Drive, the only car dealership on the left on Restaurant Row. Please come see us at any time. Thanks, guys.
Over 50 years and still going strong and growing. With American Way, you'll gain the knowledge and skills necessary to thrive in today's market. We provide realtors the tools they need to succeed, so this essentially adds up to success for the agents. If you are willing to work, we can make it happen for you. We also have a very family-oriented culture with a focus on productivity. Give me a call. I'm William Baugh, 931-310-6291.
American Way Real Estate, 710 South Jefferson Avenue in Cookeville.
All right, you said bye-bye to big government and you want limited government. You voted for that. Well, now it's time to trim the fat from big wireless. If you are still using the big carriers, Verizon, AT&T, T-Mobile, I ask, why are you doing that? Because my cell phone company, Pure Talk, a veteran-owned company, gives you the exact same service. They use the same cell towers. You get the same 5G network. You get better customer service, and they're based here in the U.S., and you pay half the price for the exact same thing. And that's right. There's simply no need to spend $85, $100 a month per person on your wireless bill. Not when you can get unlimited talk, text, 15 gigs of data with mobile hotspot for just $35 a month. And by the way, the average family of four saves about $1,000 a year with Pure Talk. Make the switch. You simply dial pound 250. You say the keyword save now. Do it now. You save an additional 50% off your first month. That's pound 250, keyword save now from our friends at Pure Talk, America's wireless company.
Jason and Sheila. Good morning, Cookeville. 107.7 and 1400, The Hub.
Good morning, Cookeville. Jason and Sheila here with you. We're in the Willow Window Studio. It's 7:49.
So glad you're joining us today, even though it's going to be a cold, windy day. Yeah, we're going to have some rain.
Mm-hmm.
We're going to have some gusty wind.
And the temperature falling throughout the day, too. We've
Yes.
already reached the high. So
Take a jacket.
if you look on your weather app and it says high of 50, that's already been.
It's already happened.
It's 30 what now?
39, I think.
30,
35.
35. Geez.
39 is going to be like,
It was 42 when I left my house this morning.
see, it's already dropped.
Yeah, down to 35.
Yeah.
Yes, it's for sure want a jacket. We're all the time looking for fun stuff to talk about.
Mm-hmm.
And, of course, we're looking on all the websites and just scrolling like, normal people do. And we see things and we don't click on it. We just see the headline.
Yeah.
And so we don't know what they're about, much like the rest of this show.
We don't know what anything's about, but we'll talk about it.
Yeah. So we call them 3 dumb headlines.
Yeah. Let's hear them.
That we try to remember to tell y'all about sometimes. Number 1 is honey mustard goes back further than we thought. How far back do you think?
I think people were probably using it as a salad dressing or,
Yeah, not just for chicken nuggets.
Right. I think that's how it started.
That's the first time I heard about it.
With chicken nuggets.
Chicken nuggets. You get honey mustard
People
with
had
that.
it on salad. Probably the French.
They probably did. It seems like I do remember it being, offered as
we
a...
have the mustard mixed with the honey. Try this on your salad. I'm not good at speaking French or French accent, obviously.
Well, let's never do that.
Okay.
Let's just never...
Sometimes in my head it sounds better, and then when I say it, I'm like, oh, that didn't come out quite like I thought it would.
Let's just not do that.
Okay, sorry about that.
Number 2, dumb headline.
Uh-oh. He's rolling his eyes.
How can I get my sister to understand that I'm not going to marry her?
What in the world?
My guess is you got to move out of the state of Alabama.
Here's the deal. I didn't even want to click on that one.
I ain't clicking on that one. You don't know where you're going to end up if you click on that.
No, and then I'm like, no, I don't want my search engine to have that on it.
No.
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 No way.
But the best, you're going to have to move away, man.
Yeah.
That's the kind of place you're living in.
Talk about not being normal.
Yeah. Tuscaloosa ain't for everybody.
If you've moved here from Alabama, well, we know why.
But we love you anyway.
Yeah. Well, they didn't want any part of that. That's why they moved.
Yeah. Your next car should be purple, according to this headline. I don't know why, though.
Wings up.
Wonder why they chose purple. You think cops don't pull over purple cars?
I don't know. I know red is
Yeah.
one that they say it, and visually it looks faster than it even is.
Yeah, they call it Arrest Me Red.
Yeah.
And I've had one red car ever. And they're right. I got pulled over I got more tickets in that red car than I did in any other car I've ever owned. So that's 100%
Was it a sports
sure.
car that you were driving faster, or do you think it did look faster?
I wasn't driving any faster than I would any other car, but it was
More noticeable.
It was a Monte Carlo,
Mm-hmm.
like Dale drove, Dale Earnhardt.
Yeah. I bet they thought, hey, that's somebody famous. I'm going to see who that is.
No, it was just a regular old Monte
And then
Carlo.
they go, oh, it's Jason.
It was just a regular old Monte Carlo. I'd had so many tickets in that red Monte Carlo that when I moved from Kentucky to Atlanta, I had to go to the Atlanta DMV and retake the entire driving course.
Oh, my goodness. So there is something to the red.
Yeah. Oh, for sure. So maybe if I had a purple car, but I will say this, I took the whole day because they said, hey, if you got to go to the DMV, you're going to need to take all day. It's going to take all day.
Ooh.
And at the Atlanta DMV, it sure did.
I can't even imagine. I mean, if our DMV here is bad, which it is, I mean, we love
Sometimes.
you. We love you, but sometimes it's crowded. I mean, I can't even imagine how in Atlanta, Georgia,
But
DMV.
the entertainment value of the people is I had to stand in line outside before you even got to the inside line.
Mercy.
But the people who were in the line and getting all their stuff done, of course, frustration brings out the worst of people.
Yes.
And it was the most entertaining thing I'd ever seen. If you
I'm
thought,
surprised you stood in line. You're not a line stander.
no, but I had to, I had,
And you're like, oh, good. There's some entertainment here.
at least I could get in on some conversations here that are ridiculous.
Right.
And oh my gosh.
So many things to choose from to talk about.
Absolutely. It was fun. I had a good time at the DMV line. Then it was my turn at the DMV because I didn't know at the time, I didn't know I was going to have to retake the whole test.
Oh, okay.
I thought I would just stand, get my picture made, get my new license and move along.
They're like, nope, buddy, you've had too many tickets.
But I got the sir talk. Sir.
You got the judgmental look.
Did you know that your license is blah, 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 blah? Well, no, I sure didn't know.
I'm just ready for a picture.
Yeah. You're going to take the whole test.
Oh, wow. I bet that shocked you.
It did. And so they said, do you want to come back and take the test? I said,
no.
I said, can I take the test right now? She said, sure. So I had to go stand in another line.
Oh, more lines.
And then theirs was on a computer screen. So I was like, I'll pass this. No troubles. I've been driving for a lot of years now.
There are some trick questions.
There was no trick question, Sheila.
There's not?
I passed that thing. I aced it without even studying or looking
I'm glad you didn't have to come back later.
Just because I drive fast doesn't make me a bad driver. In fact, I always thought it made me a better driver.
Oh, driving fast?
I always thought that there should be different degrees of driver's license. There's your regular driver's license that you would just get from the get-go. Then there was, then you'd get like another type of driver's license where you could drive, quote, but maybe just to like work or school.
Is that what you think I would get?
Yeah. and then there's me.
You have to drive to work, Sheila will let you.
We'll let you, or if you got an errand to run, go ahead. But try not to leave the county. And then I figure like me, I'd probably get like at the time, especially a, like expert driver.
Oh, really? Because you got all those tickets?
Well, I didn't hit anybody.
Uh-huh.
Nobody hit me.
Well, I've had people hit me. Sometimes you can't control other people.
So, I've never heard a soul in my driving. I've had one accident, maybe, 20, 30 years.
Uh-huh.
So I think you check expert driver.
Barring all of those tickets where you had to take the test again, but he's a good driver.
That's what I'm saying. But I think when the police officer came and I gave him my expert driver's license,
right?
They'd have been, oh, sorry, sir.
Oh, sorry.
I didn't realize you were an expert.
You don't have to take the test again. You're so great.
Go right along. In fact, I'll follow you.
I may learn something. Love it. The confidence in this guy.
It never worked out. Last dumb headline: smoke tainted California grapes find new life as vodka.
Oh, do they now?
Good.
I thought that was a potato-y drink.
Well, you can make vodka from different things, but I think potato is the Ruskies.
Right, the Russian vodka.
I think theirs is mostly potatoes. I may be wrong, but in the recipes that I've seen to make vodka.
Now you're an expert on vodka too. Driving and vodka. Oh,
No.
Does that go together?
No, that does not go together. That's why I'm an expert driver.
Oh, okay. I see. Good point.
See there, Sheila? I can probably give lessons.
Oh.
Tomorrow we're going to be, we'll have
Jacob
Vincent come in here. He's from
Cumberland Reporter.
Yeah, Upper Cumberland Reporter. Some upsets this week in girls basketball. We'll see what that's done for the tournament. And then wrapping up regular season into region and divisional play with stuff like that. And who else?
We've got from Peachtree Learning Center, Tabitha Merritt, and one of their drama coaches, Miss Lori, will be in with her too.
That's tomorrow here on Good Morning Cookeville. See you then. Bye.
Bye.
This is News Talk 107.7 and 1400. The Hub. Good Morning Cookeville. W299BY. 107.7 FM and AM 1400.